Had the added pressure of having a younger brother, 15 months apart, that was sadly getting into drugs. So that was a moment that I was reflecting, here's the flip side of this.
Yeah.
If you don't get your shit together, you could be, like your father and turn out like your kid brother. So you take that negativity and you use that, area, a moment in your life to springboard, to get the hell out of there. And that sport, connect, driving the team, captaining the team, being super on it, self-motivated, really plays well, especially when you're running a business.
No, absolutely.
You've got to establish a leader. And I've always been a firm believer in dusting yourself down. So what is it? What's the problem? And come back to me with a solution.
One of the chefs that really took me under his wing, Chris Morningstar, I hope you're watching this, buddy, but he refused to hire kids from culinary school, only hired athletes. I mean, his CDC was a fullback at UCLA. His sous chef, now Food and Wine Best New Chef, was a softball player, because he was like, athletes understand hierarchy, they understand what it means to be uncomfortable, and they understand how to get through those situations with solutions.
Today, you fast track, 25 years later, just the power of a chef today, both male and female, they are built like athletes, marketing tools, peak of their game, physical fitness. And I think chefs down the line will end up being like sports players. They'll be traded, they'll be bought, they'll be signed, because that's the way it's going, and that's what they deserve.
No, absolutely. I want to talk real quick about your brother. You mentioned that he was younger than you, ended up being a heroin addict, living on the streets. You and him obviously grew up in roughly the same environment.
Yeah.
Do you think it's nature, nurture, pure spirit of will that you ended up a titan of industry and he ended up on the streets?
Combination of both.
Yeah.
I think when you favor a child within a family, he was my father's blue-eyed boy. And then when that letdown takes place, the ramification on his shoulders was devastating. So Dad and him fell out. He tried to get into the army. He got caught stealing. So he never progressed into those first rounds of that training. I think when you favor someone, and I always get asked, you got 6 kids, who's your favorite? It depends who I'm with. Because we have our moments across that 12-month period where we get quality time together, one-on-one. But you should never single one out in a large family and saying, that's my favorite, because it could come back to bite you on the ass.
Where do I rank in terms of your favorite children?
You right now have just put one foot on the ladder because the truffles in the scrambled egg. This is delicious, by the way. Seriously.
Thank you. I was going to say, don't critique our food like you did with the hot ones wings, man. You tore them apart.
Those wings were shit. And that was like sucking on my granddad's toenails. They were that bad. Sean knew they were bad, okay? And when you got a sauce like that and masking that dried chicken, I said next time round, I'll supply the wings.
Well, hey, speaking of wings, we got course number 2 coming up. All right, Gordon, for course number 2,